Hi guys and welcome to today's video. Obviously I am social distancing just like everyone else, and honestly I don't want to talk about it too much, but the first 4 days were difficult because today's Friday. Maybe like the first week I feel like I've been social distancing for a while. Like a week or so was really tricky. I cried loads 2 days ago, like just because I was so overwhelmed by the whole thing. Like everyone feels exactly the same. But then yesterday I basically FaceTimed one of my cousins for a little while, and I feel like after that I was just feeling a little bit better. From that I kind of just decided that I'm going to try and kind of like make little changes to not feel too overwhelmed over this time, because I was just reading the news too much. I would say for about the last month I have had the Guardian website open 24/7 on my laptop. It is still open, but I haven't checked it today, and like it's already 1 o'clock and I haven't even checked it once. Previously I was checking it every 20-15 minutes. I'm gonna get started on my makeup because I feel like I can talk about this whilst we do this. Basically I wanted to film something. I didn't really know what to film. I can't go outside and film anything, or I don't really want to shop. I had a few ideas, and I know I don't usually film my videos outside anyway, but I had a few ideas of videos to film outdoors, and that hasn't really gone to plan. So instead I thought I would just come here and just throw on a few new bits. I'm going to start with my eyeshadow primer because I use this eyeshadow primer all the time. But yeah, so I need to go mute my laptop. It's going to be quite a casual video as well. I'm probably going to have to cut out so much because I am such a talker, and obviously I have been talking to people, but not loads. I would say less than I usually talk to people, because I haven't had meetings, I haven't really like met with people outside. Yesterday I decided that today I was going to try a little bit harder to be more positive. But this is a Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette. I'm really interested about this palette. I'm going to use it over the next couple of weeks and report back with my thoughts. Although obviously I'm probably not going to be wearing eyeshadow that much over the next couple of weeks. I think the nudes look absolutely beautiful. As long as they apply nicely, they're incredible. But I would say that some of these sparkly colours look very chunky. Yeah, like this is a bit of an average colour. The payoff to some of these, especially the shimmery ones, I don't know if you can see, it's just not great. I'm gonna be honest, like sometimes I'm a bit conflicted as to how much pigment I want in an eyeshadow, because if you are slightly newer to eyeshadows, to makeup, sometimes I feel like a super pigmented colour can be a bit scary. Yeah, so I decided today that I'm just going to try and stay a bit more positive, read the news less, and actually it's been quite good. I am at my parents' house. Mike and I are a bit unsure as to whether we want to quarantine together or not, just because he wants to stay with his parents and I want to stay with mine. That made me really sad, and I had a big fat cry over that. There's also like loads of memes going around, and like some of them I really agree with and some of them I don't. There's that one that says like, your grandparents were called to go to war and you've only been called to go to the sofa, and that's 100% true, but it doesn't take away from the fact that this is a little bit of a scary time, and I feel like it's okay to be scared, but equally I feel like we have to make an effort to not let it overtake our lives. It is overtaking our lives because obviously most of us can't leave the house, or at least don't feel that we should leave the house. I need to get a wipe. And I will just say, like, I did not plan this video in the slightest, which is why I also feel like what I'm saying is all over the place. I haven't got like all the products here. I'm going to be getting up and down to go get some product. But actually this is a really lovely colour. I used mainly cocoa, but a little sprinkling of the other mattes. Like this is the sort of palette I want, the sort of palette I feel like I've been looking for, but I don't really want the glitters. I don't know if you can tell, like some of these, especially like this one here, it's just very chunky glitter. The pigment isn't that much. I feel like they could have worked a little bit harder on the glitters. And then I'm gonna go in with Seashell. Oh, this looks nice on the brush anyway. Despite me thinking that the shimmers may be not so great, they're not even really shimmers, they're like glitter. I could still really love this palette for all the other colours. I don't understand how I've already got glitter on my face. I'm gonna go for something very natural on my eye, at least like naturally shades. But yeah, that's that. I'm going to come back to my eyes in a little bit. Definitely gonna keep using this palette. I actually think I might end up really liking it, despite thinking that maybe the shimmers are a bit average, but I'll come back to you on that. Okay, then I'm going to prime with something I've used numerous times before. I really like this. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright face primer. Just going to use this all over. I've been using this since August, not religiously, but it's definitely one of my favourite primers. Yesterday I removed my shellac polish myself. I usually get my nails done by Blow. They come to my house. They're fab, I love, but because I don't live by myself, I didn't really want to risk everyone else, and I feel like it's not fair that we have other people coming into our house, so I can get my nails done. And also it's not a priority, especially at the moment, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna just like keep my nails bare most of the time. I'm unsure if I'm gonna apply foundation. The reason I'm wearing a t-shirt is because my foundation down my chest has really separated. I think I might still wear fake tan some days because it just keeps my mood up, and I feel like every little helps. I'm just not gonna be as on top of it, and I think that's pretty normal. I'm not gonna wash my hair as much. I'm still gonna wash it every now and then. I still got extensions in it, by the way. Just not as much as before. Haven't curled my hair in a few weeks, but I think I might do that today, just because again it's like a mood thing. So I'm gonna apply my foundation. I'm actually gonna apply the NARS Sheer Glow, which is not a new foundation to me. It's my #1 foundation. It's my absolute favorite. I'm a little bit unsure if it's gonna be too dark for me since I have no fake tan on, but oh, and I also even brought out a new sponge. I'm using this foundation because I know I like it. It means that I know how it sits on my face. Anything else that I apply, it's, if it doesn't go well, it's not because of the foundation, it's because of whatever I'm applying. But that said, I've really been struggling with my skin. Oh, my hands are a whole nother story. Like, they are so dry. I've never in my life had really dry hands. Got out a L'Occitane hand cream, which I've been saving, and that's what I've been using. Yeah, that doesn't even look too bad. I tried to prep my skin before, it's just been dry. I need to start doing masks. I'm thinking of doing like a mask a day on Instagram, but I'm unsure if that would just send my skin crazy, and unsure if anyone would even be interested in that. This is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I'm unsure if it's going to be too dark. Oh, I think it's going to be too dark. Unsure. Maybe not. I'm going to try and not apply too much of this, because I just really find that concealer can go very cakey. Basically, I'm not really sure what kind of content to do next, so if you guys have any requests, like what sort of stuff would you like to see, like would you like beauty stuff, would you be interested in fashion stuff, I could probably film a haul because I have got a few new bits in recently, so just let me know. Coverage isn't like the right amount in my opinion. I don't really want like to look like I have really cakey under eyes, so that's a good amount for me. Still see a bit of rosiness in my cheeks. I'm happy with the base. I have like no new brow stuff, I don't think. Out of pure laziness, I'm just gonna get down this little drawer, which is like my forgotten drawer brow stuff. I never come in here. Giorgio Armani High Precision Brow Pencil in 1. This is gonna be quite dark, I think. It's okay. This will match my brows, but I usually like to go for a slightly more mid-tone ashy colour. This is quite ashy though. I really just fill in. I was expecting that to be a spoolie, and it's like this really weird brush. And I was basically brushing my eyebrows with the flat edge, just rubbing a piece of plastic over my brows. And I fill in a slight bit of the arch, but really I'm mainly sparse in the at the beginning. Now what I have been doing recently is mixing this, which is the B Cosmetics B Makeup Dew Adjuster, which is available in Superdry. I'm pretty sure it's like super affordable. I've been mixing this with my foundation, but I forgot to do that today because I'm out of practice. I haven't applied foundation in like a week, I think. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just use the edge of the beauty blender to pat this along the tops of my cheeks. Equally, you could use your finger. Probably even going to use my finger, clean finger, just because I feel like the beauty blender might soak up a bit of the product. You have to be careful not to move your makeup underneath though. Oh yeah, this works better I think mixed with the foundation. I like to add a glow, but not really add glitter, and I feel that typically with like a standard highlight you end up adding glitter more than glow. Onto a setting powder. This is translucent. This is Too Faced. Never tried this. Oh, it's got a lid. That's nice. Well, obviously it's got a lid, but I meant like inside it's got another lid, and it's heart shaped, so that is cute. Okay, and then my favorite setting brush, there is no competition, it will always be, will probably always be, the Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to avoid that kind of area that I tried to add a bit of glow, but I'm going to add a little bit of powder where I need it. I have a little spot here. It was a blackhead and then I picked it, and then here we are. I'm going to try and conceal that at the end of this before I apply my lipstick. Oh, I just came across this brow ink from Rimmel. I mean, I've basically filled in my brows now, so this is kind of unnecessary. Quite dark again. I'm going to put it down because I just feel like I don't need to make my brows much darker. This is the colour dark brown. That explains why it's quite dark. I'm going to curl my eyelashes using Tweezerman eyelash curlers. Really like these. I never know when I want to curl my eyelashes, if I want to do it before my liner or after. I feel like curling it before helps with the shape. but then it's really hard to get behind your lashes. Eyeliner-wise, we're going to use Wonder Ink by Rimmel. Haven't used this before. I hate doing eyeliner. See, my eyelashes are now in the way. This is nicer than I expected. The only Rimmel eyeliner I've used, or that I can remember, is like the inky pots. I think I'm allergic to it. It really irritates my eyes. It like stings. People swear by it though. I feel like I should use this quarantine time to perfect my eyeliner skills, because I've been doing eyeliner for like, I want to say 15 years. And I would say on and off, but honestly it's basically just on. And I still haven't perfected it. I really do struggle. I think I'm going to blame my eye shapes, that they're quite difficult. But I don't know if that's true. Okay, new mascara. This is Bare Minerals Lashtopia Mega Volume Mineral Mascara. I feel like it's very hard to judge a mascara on the first go, because sometimes they just get so much better with time. Mascara might end up being quite nice at the moment. It's a bit average. It's basically like separating them too much. It's a bit wet as a consistency, and I find that doesn't always work that well with mascara, but typically it means that give it a week and it'll be incredible. But although I don't run eyeliner along my bottom lash line, I love to run a little bit of eyeshadow along my bottom lash line, which is why like this is one of my favourite brushes. I feel like this brush and this brush are my favourites. This is the setting brush I said. It's just so versatile. And then I really love the smudger brush by Zoeva, just because I feel like it makes a big difference. Okay, mixing these three, the three last matte ones. I really like this eye look. I mean, it's really nothing fancy. I just like it. Then I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. This is not a new bronzer. This bronzer has been out forever. It's, I think, the best selling bronzer in the country, and it's NARS Laguna. The reason I'm picking it is because I don't think I've ever used it on camera. It's not necessarily my favourite bronzer, if I'm completely honest. A little bit around the edges. And I love a pop of blush. This is the MAC Powder Blush Duo in Dynastic Fantastic. It's part of the Modern Mandarin collection. I'm not sure. But I don't think I've used this actually. It's pretty though. I might kind of like edge more towards the peachy shade. It's got two. Pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go and conceal this, or try to at least. So what I've done, and it's on my lips at the moment, I'm just gonna kind of go over it with a little bit of lip liner. I literally just patted in a little bit of the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in Custard in my finger, just like pat pat pat, and that was it. I'm gonna just quickly run a tiny bit of powder over that to help it stay in place. But honestly guys, I just don't think it's the end of the world if someone can see I've got a bit of a spot. Then I'm going to use the Victoria Beckham lip definer. I think it's in the colour 01 as far as I can tell. It's nice, I really like it. I don't think you really need expensive lip liners. Also, my lips aren't very symmetrical, so I tried to kind of bring it down a little bit here, but there's the spot there, so you know, we can't do that. And then I'm just going to wear Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. This is a nice colour, but it's not as incredible as the lip liner. I feel like it could have just been a little bit more incredible, but it is a nice, good, easy go-to lipstick. I do really like that actually. I'm gonna curl my hair, and then I'm gonna go do some stories, but they would have already disappeared by the time I uploaded this video. But do follow me on Instagram if you guys are kind of interested in more like just what I'm up to at the moment, I guess, just at home. I don't know, I'm gonna post out some quarantine tips I think on my blog, and I could do like a video of like my tips on how to get through quarantine. I'm in a much better mood than I was a week, like 2 days ago. Don't get me wrong, I could be back in that place in like a day, but I feel like I have a good idea of what I need to do to kind of push through and be at home and be happy. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay home, wash your hands, and I'll see you all in my next video, which hopefully will be quite soon because I'm not doing much else. See you soon, bye.